Yo, what's up? You are now tuned into the Black Ramen podcast. Yeah, for the one time, for the good time, for the one time, because it's Friday. Ah, did you miss me? Anyway,
Amen to Fridays.
Good Friday. Good. Sip to that. I sip to that. All right. I am Chatty Patty, aka Madam Straw Hat, aka I am the Celestial Dragon, aka I have that Buster Call, and I have with me.
Hello. This is Bree, as usual. A little bit sleepy, a little bit wanting tea. I keep it simple, I keep it classy, and I let you know when you're wrong.
Just like never.
Ooh, I see it's gonna be one of those days already. It's fine, I'm ready. I got some water. My throat won't get parched. I'm ready to let you know.
What's up, guys? This is Derby, aka Sexual Chocolate, the actual person who tells people when they're wrong.
Allegedly.
Oh, goodness. You know, because he's the man of the group, and what do we women know?
That's right. What do y'all know? Y'all wasn't about this.
Fake fans.
Stop, I can't.
All right.
I can't be that toxic. I tried.
You need to practice more. Come on, you can do it. We believe in you.
But can he beat Goku, though? Of course he can.
We didn't just do that. We didn't just do that, did we? Can he be Goku, though? Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the Black Ramen podcast this beautiful Friday. Well, it wasn't beautiful this morning because the amount of BS that New Yorkers had to face this morning with this thunderstorm, travesty. You want to see New Yorkers try to make it to work? During a thunderstorm, I see people with trash bags as pants just to get to the...
Yes. Nah, I saw this lady like swimming. Yo, the water was like up to her titties. Like it was ridiculous. She trying to get to the train. You just saw somebody in the comments go like, "Yo, just skip that train today. Like it's not for you." She did not. She just kept going.
Let me tell you something. Nobody ever, no job is gonna pay me enough to go titty deep in water. I'm not doing that. No. You can't. But we made it, ladies and gentlemen. We made it.
Especially not New York water.
Hell yeah!
Go in there and come out with a third leg.
Hell yeah! Shit, I guarantee you that lady coming out.
See that as a good thing.
Let me tell you something. That lady coming out with an extra titty. I'm telling you, that water is toxic, like Dragon Ball Z fans. Oh! You saw what I did there?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we got you.
But I love y'all. It's not
half
true.
Our friends that enjoy it, but yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. It's about that seasonal anime talk. So I am happily
real quick, 1 second. While we just have a very sad moment that spring season has ended because that shit was fucking incredible.
Right? I can't even be happy about the summer season. Because when I tell you there were hits on top of hits for spring 2021, it's no joke. I have not seen a season like this in a long time. I think this season was better than 2019. I think that was fall 2019 that had all those with Promised Neverland, Demon Slayer, so on and so forth. This last one was just so good with a lot of amazing like first scenes out of nowhere anime.
I mean,
rest in peace, 2021 spring.
Nah, they cast some heavy hitters, and I'm happy to see that now studios can really notice that you don't have to put out shonen to have good content. Like we could really have story.
Oh yeah.
So
I think that's what really did it. The hits this season were mainly not mainstream shonen. Vivi wasn't, Odd Taxi wasn't, Shadow House wasn't. Fairy Ranmaru wasn't. I'm now standing behind these theories.
Fairy Ranmaru is not a hit of the last season. I believe I made it very clear last episode or 2 episodes ago how I feel about Fairy Ranmaru. It is not something Black Ramen endorses or recommends, but at the same
Black
time...
Black Ramen might not, but Sleepy Bree does. It has my stamp of approval. Because it's just wild. I can't say it's good, but It's an anime.
Well, yeah, it is an anime. That is very true.
Thank you. I'm glad we can agree.
But after I rudely interrupted Patty, let's get into summer season.
No, you guys made a great point. This was definitely a great season. There was I couldn't think of a night where I didn't call Derby and be like, "Yo, did you see this?" And Derby's like, "Did I see this? I'm Derby. Did you not see in the Crunchyroll account? I've already seen it. Like, come on, stop it." So, yeah, this season was actually pretty dope, pretty fire, pretty great. But now we move on to the summer animes. Technically, summer animes really don't do it for me sometimes because of the fact, I don't know, it's summer. We play catch up when it's with summer. We just catch up on things that we haven't finished.
That's the thing about summer anime. It's always kind of the catch-up time. You might get a few seasons of stuff, like continuations, but for the most part, they suck. You rarely get the huge hitter anime in the summer. It's catch-up time.
Right.
Dang. I feel like there's probably a reason. My best theory for why summer anime is usually not that great is the target audience are kids in school. So, what are the kids not doing? They're not in school, which means they're probably outside playing. Not by choice. They'd rather be inside watching anime, but, they have parents who love them and want them to go outside and be better human beings and blah, blah, blah.
I think that I have to pause on that theory, because if I ask the three of us right now, during summer, when you were younger, were you outside? Because I distinctly remember staying up all night, because I don't have to go to school tomorrow. So I can watch 15 episodes after 7 p.m.
Guys, can I at least say the title of the show, please?
Yeah, go for it.
Which you guys making perfect points.
It's not your pirate ship we've mutinied.
No, you guys made great points. And this is especially why, since we all came into agreement that summer animes are usually not that great. So this is why I call it Mid-Summer Anime Dreams. I just wanted to put that out there. So our title is Midsummer Anime Dreams, MAPPA's Transformation Arc. So, yeah, so it's Midsummer Anime Dreams / MAPPA's Transformation Arc, right? So,
right.
We did checked out the seasonal animes, and by all means, continue, Bree and Derby, why you think that summer animes has always been. I'm not gonna say always, but technically we know it's mid.
Yeah, no, it always feels that way. And like I said, it's because and Bray, we're judging American parents versus Japanese parents. And last I checked, Japan doesn't have an obesity problem. America does. The TV raises all of us in America. All right?
Yeah, but Japan also doesn't have the same summer vacation that America does with the same months.
I feel like it starts around the same time, doesn't it? I mean, they still in school though, so never mind. My theory has started to fall apart because of my lack of knowledge of Japan.
It still doesn't take away from the fact
no. You might be about right. July to August. But my theory is that it's not so much that they're out of school, is that they're prepping for the fall season. Because the fall is the huge blockbuster time. So they need the summer season to work on fall animation.
I'd believe that if animation studios cared about their artists, I would 100% believe you that they're giving them a break. Hey, relax on these lightweight works. Nah. They're like, nah, churn out some more money, motherfucker.
They're not doing that at all. So, but
you
we're
drew three pictures?
Hold on to that. Hold on to that, because we are going to get into, conditions of,
True.
some artists and some studios. But I am very excited for us to announce what we're going to be trying to check up on or check out and show out to with these titles for the summer anime releases. Yay! Woo!
Let's do it!
Okay, so who wants to start first? Who's starting first? Who's starting first?
I'll start first. So again, I was just dumping on spring anime, but there are a few with some potential. I know, to be honest, I'm not super optimistic, but there's a few I am looking forward to. First of all, is the continuation season 2 of Otome Game.
No, breathe. No continuations yet. No continuations yet.
No continuations yet?
We gotta do 2.
I'm looking forward
continuations
to that. Okay,
are
fine.
second.
If you want new anime.
Yeah, you have
there
new anime.
There are 2 I had my eye on.
Uh-huh.
You all know me by now. I'm big on the sport anime. So, there's a water polo anime coming out called Remain. And it looks okay. I mean, I feel similar to this that I did when Dive first came out a few years ago. I was really hyped about it, but I didn't end up finishing more than the first half. So I'll see how this one goes. It looks like it could be pretty.
It could also be free.
Water. Yeah, it could also be free. But then again, I feel like I said before, free is okay. But the abridged series 50% off is so much better. Anyone considering watching free, don't. Just go to YouTube and watch 50% off. But anyway, so that's Remain Water Polo. And the first episode already aired. The next one is coming out this weekend. A few days from now, actually. So by the time you're hearing this, episode 2 is probably out. Then the other one I'm keeping an eye out for is Kageki Shoujo. It's a girls' musical and theatrical arts school. So it's giving me some light Yuri vibes, some light Glass Mask vibes. So I really hope they kind of lean into that traditional of overdone 30 anime. It also looks, just from the trailer, if anyone watched Ouran High School Host Club, it looks like that Lobelia Academy got their own anime. That's the vibe I'm getting. The first episode is out already. I haven't watched it yet because I plan on watching the first 2 back to back. Those are my new ones I have an eye out for. But what about you guys?
No. Now you gotta start off with your continuation.
Oh, now I gotta say my continuation?
Yeah.
Give your one continuation. Yes, ma'am. You know how we do this.
In structural order. So, like I was saying, it's Ultimate Game. About the girl who got pretty much isekai'd into the villainess of a game she was playing. So her entire thing was, oh crap, I got isekai'd and I know this character dies at the end. So I'm going to do everything in my power to avert the crisis. But instead of becoming the villainess, everyone falls in love with her. It is a mixed harem where both the male protagonist and female protagonist just love her. It's adorable, it's cute. The first season was a lot of fun. The light novel is great, and I'm looking forward to this continuation of the first season.
Okay.
All right. Patty, you mind if I go second?
Sure. Go ahead. I got my pen ready. I'm gonna write down everything you said. Let's go.
to cross things out. I bet. All right, so check this out. I was not. Like, we made it very clear, like, we got to summer anime, we were like, I don't know, not a lot of things feel like they're gonna hit as well as they did, but then again, you never know, there might be an odd taxi hidden in there. I doubt it, but there might. Alright, so first on my list, though, is, I feel like if you've been on TikTok, you've been on social media, you've probably seen some memes of these making the rounds already, and that's Uramichi Onisan. Alright, like, this show, like, when you just look at the, like, poster for it, it looks so dumb. I had no intention of paying this a single second. But I saw, like, one clip of it, and I was like, yo, this show might be really good. I finished watching the first episode, and I was like, wait a minute, this show is written for millennials like me. Just the nihilism and the depression this man is expressing right now, I love every second of it, and as far as episode 1 goes, I highly recommend. We'll see what it does when we get to like the midway point of drops and keeps, but yeah, Uramichi Onisan, my first pick. Now my next 2, matter of fact, my next 3, all isekais. You know what I'm about.
Of course.
Alright, so both these next ones are giving me some Konosuba vibes, because they're going more the comedy route than anything. It's still power fantasies and stuff, but sorry, had to take a sip. Anyone watching knows what I did. Alright, but yeah, so first is Tsukiga Michi. I'm not saying that full fucking name. You can find it. I believe in you and your Googling skills, all right?
Nah, you don't have to find it, because all you have to do is follow us on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a YouTube. We will have the titles presented to you on YouTube. So, just putting that out there. Go ahead, Derbs.
Thank you. Thank you for that assist. All right. So, Tsukigamichi. All right. So, he gets sent to the new world, and nobody want him there, really. So, the god sees him and is like, yo, fuck you. I don't really need you around. Please do not reproduce anywhere with my planet. And that's how that show starts. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now, the next one, and this is what I was talking to them earlier, and I was like, yo, I'm going to save it for the pod. And I watched the first episode today, and like the first few scenes just fit with the rainstorm that New York just had and people being forced to go to work. And it's an isekai. It's called Make You Black Company. Pretty much he ends up at like a black company in the isekai world. If you don't know what a black company is, it's one of those companies where they kind of just force you to work till you kind of die. Not really, but a lot of people do tend to die at these things. Like, it's not like written that you have to die working at them.
Sounds like slavery, ladies and gentlemen.
But yeah, so our main character never thought about that in his life. He made all his monies. You know, he was about to live it up and just be lounging around in his penthouse. Then got isekai'd and had to start from the bottom. So I'm excited to see how that goes. Especially because, like, again, slight spoiler, but it's like first 10 seconds, and it's just him looking at poor people having to go to work in a rainstorm. And that's why I was watching it. I was like, just today I was watching it, and I was like, fuck, that's just on theme for today in New York. That's it. Now, for my reoccurring, I'm sorry, Patty, I'm still in this, because obviously Slime. I'm watching Slime. Come on. What? 100% I'm watching Slime. And if you haven't watched Slime, shame on you. Please go watch that time I was reincarnated as a slime. I may have drank too much. But.
Okay. He says taking another sip.
I'm not going to throw it out, Ray. It's just rude.
So, for my pick, please help me out with the title, ladies and gentlemen, if I say it wrong. So it's a vampire anime, which looks very good. Like the art style looks phenomenal. It looks amazing. It's called Vantes no Carte. So it's just about vampires in a grimoire, and the premise looks basic until you hear the last comment of the end on the first episode. I'm not going to spoil it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah. If it's the first episode, I feel like you can spoil a little. What's the last comment?
I'm not doing it. So, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Okay, just whisper it. Whisper it.
That's it. I'm not saying it.
How about you just text her after the show?
It's just a beautiful watch. It's beautiful men, especially the main protagonist, who's a brown caramel cocoa smooth, velvet eyes, white haired, beastly looking, handsome motherfucker for no reason. Like, he's gorgeous.
I mean, yo, he up for Blessed Melanin next year. That's all I'm saying.
He is. Now, you know, it means something.
Why do they always give the dark skinned characters white hair?
I don't know, but I fucks with it. It looks good. And you know that means something if Derby...
When it works, it works.
You know it means something when Derby will nominate a man on the best melanin. Like, you know he's serious. Because if it don't got big titties, Derby not going to talk about it. But I feel like this right here is definitely what's up.
Such an assassination of my character.
Nah, it's cool because we all like big titties. It's cool. But that's for another show, ladies and gentlemen. Anime titties coming at you. But anyway, my next...
I have suggested it multiple times. I keep getting shot down.
My next show that I'm excited about, that I'm watching right now, and yes, it's to piggyback off of Black Ramen. So the water polo sport looks very good. I've never seen characters that look so awesomely gorgeous in Speedos before in my life. This is by far...
Okay, this is free slander.
Nah, this is good because it's not too much. It's like it's just perfect. It's chef's kiss. It's perfect. It's not too much muscles on top of muscles. It's just light with a little curve. Now, I mean, you know, it got the V. You know, it's just perfect in all angles. It's perfect. It levels out. It's just amazing. And then the father of the protagonist looks like one of the dudes from Full Metal. The nigga with the beard, don't he look like Shorty, the teacher's wife? I mean, the teacher's husband. I was just like, hold up. He married to her, and she married to the shorty with the dress that was teaching alchemy to the boys. But then I was like, oh, okay, it's not the same. But it's good. It's good. The animation looked clean and crisp. The OP fire, can't find it yet, but the OP fire. But if you, ladies and gentlemen, if you want the OPs.
Should be up by week 2 or 3.
By week 2 or 3. But ladies and gentlemen, if you want the OPs, definitely follow our Spotify Anime Tunes playlist. Black Ramen Anime Tunes on Spotify. We have over 200 songs as of today, because I was adding some shit. But.
Yeah, we update it every season.
Every season. It's fire. It's fire. It's everything you need before you go to work or while you're going to work and leaving work. All of the good things. You love it. And there's another anime title that's not coming out this summer, which I'm very disappointed because I thought it was coming out this summer, but I got my information crossed. But it's called The Pirate Princess, which is coming out in fall. I just wanted to put that out there. Look out for The Pirate Princess. The trailer is up on my anime list. It is perfect. I am waiting for this. If this is a disappointment, I'll probably be a shut-in for 2 weeks. I'm just saying, because it looks perfect. The premise is amazing. A female pirate. Bruh, that's all me right there. Come on, you hear my introduction? I've been waiting for this.
But Boa Hancock did it first.
Ain't nobody coming to see her. Like, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Please. Ain't nobody coming to see Boa. Come on, stop it.
Nah, yo, people coming to see fucking Boa. Stop.
No.
Stop.
No. I'm not here for that. Not aside from me. This is my show. I run this pirate shit. We all run this pirate shit, but it's mostly me. But anyway,
I believe there was a mutiny earlier.
But there is one show that's getting all the praise right now. It's did someone mention this? Uramechi? Oni-san?
Uramechi? Yeah, that's one Derby just said.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uramechi
so all right, because I don't know how to title.
If you're a millennial, that show just if you're a millennial, that show's just it's for you.
Existential dread.
It just makes sense. Everything he's talking about, I'm like, yep, I get that.
It does. So
like that Wednesday scene, on Wednesday morning I woke up exactly like that. The only difference is I am a black man and he had an alarm clock and I had my cell phone. Those are the differences in that scene.
I understand that. That could happen.
It feels so nice being the target audience for an anime.
Yeah.
When you can just watch it and immediately know, yep, yeah, that was made for me.
It was good.
Yeah,
that is us. That is what we needed to see. Thank you.
The first episode is out right now. It's amazing. We can relate to it. So it's good. And my continuation, since Derby already took slime, I'm going to take fire in his fingertips. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, fire in his fingertips. It is a beautiful, well-written smut anime. It is amazing. It's a manga first. Read the manga.
Smut anime. It's hentai, people. It's hentai.
You said we got to pick a continuation, right? So this is my continuation. Thank you. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's about a young lady who starts a romance with her long time friend who is a firefighter. And what kind of firefighter he is? The good kind. The one that will never ever stop until the fire is completely out. So I do love this I do love this anime. I do love it. I binged the first season. It is great. I binged the manga. It's great. It's amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, watch.
You went
You'll
twice.
Love it. Yes, twice. Do not watch it in public. Do not read it in public. Don't do that. But when you're
or
home,
do whatever you floats your boat. Definitely don't do it by a school.
Nah, don't do that.
Right, that's it. Unless it's illegal. But hentai sometimes just does it different.
I mean, you know how I say there's some hentai that's so good you forget it's a hentai. This ain't one of them because it's straight hentai throughout the even in the beginning. The character,
I thought she was going somewhere completely different.
You just see a nipple just right.
I thought she was going to talk about the plot, the character. Well, like, nah,
fuck the plot.
Nah, that's none of that.
This is an incognito window, lights off kind of thing.
Nah, the way they get it on.
Your pants are never coming up.
The way they get it on for like no reason everywhere, that's the plot. How many times we could get this nut off before we gotta go eat our dessert in this restaurant? That's what I'm feeling, and I love it. This is everything. I love it. So that's my continuation. And ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget, if you have not, if you have not tuned into our YouTube channel, definitely do so, because we have the titles on the description box that we have in the corner. It should be in the corner from me or the corner from this way or up here, depending on how we edit this shit. I don't know, because I hope I can edit this shit tonight. But anyway, please go to our YouTube channel, check out the titles. Yeah, decisions get made later. But please check out our YouTube channel and you'll check out the titles, and hopefully but first and foremost, don't forget to watch Odd Taxi. If you haven't finished Odd Taxi, something wrong with you, go watch Odd Taxi, and then you can start your summer anime with us and let us know what you think and how you feel. So moving forward, the next part of this of the show, we are talking about MAPPA's transformation arc. So first, shout out to MAPPA. Happy 10-year anniversary. That just happened a couple of days ago.
MAPPA's first, something very important.
What's that?
We gotta make money.
Oh snap, we gotta pay bills. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen,
we gotta pay bills. Guys, help Black Ramen keep roofs over our heads for just 25 cents a day. $1. Or I don't know, you can like give us 50, we won't be offended. Yeah, you can keep this podcast going, but so can these ads. Alright, welcome back. Thank you for giving us a little bit of a pocket change. We appreciate it. Now, as Patty was saying, we are talking about MAPPA having its 10th year anniversary, a little bit of architecture, and a whole lot of pissed off creatives.
Yes. So MAPPA has just recently announced in their 10-year anniversary they had a whole show, they had a whole presentation which they called 7 stages. So they had 7 presentations of what projects they're going to be working on that's going to be released this year or next year, right? So, which I was pleasantly surprised. But before we get to that, I think it's very essential for us to talk about MAPPA and how they're trying to improve their working conditions first for their employees. So, I thought it was very interesting. So I know Bree did some research on it as well. Do you want to start off, or should I?
I did. Yeah. So first, as a background, if you're listening and you can't think of MAPPA's anime off the top of your head, they're big. They're Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, Kakegurui, Yuri on Ice, Dororo, Banana Fish. So a lot of anime you've watched, they're from MAPPA. It's one of the major, huge studios. So from that, you would think, hey, I bet it would be great to work at MAPPA. So they just had their 10th anniversary, and as a good stunt, they seem to appreciate their creatives because they've built this new building, this new studio. There are pictures of it online. You can check out the architecture, check out the work arrangements. So they were saying that they're doing this to improve the working conditions of their animators. Like, everyone knows manga artists and animators work their butts off. They work their butts off for often fans to come at them online later. So they're underappreciated. So it seems great that the studio is building this building to kind of support them. You know.
I mean, not to mention, we just found out recently, we just found out that Netflix definitely underpaid MAPPA for what they did for Yasuke. And that's a big disappointment because I think they paid $32,000 per cut which is not a typical standard price.
No, $32 per cut.
How much?
Yeah. It was 30-something per. It was 30-something per cut.
Yeah, 32,000.
Yeah, not 32,000. That would be incredible.
No, is it?
Is it
like wait.
40-something.
Is it 32,000 or 32 or 3,200?
$32 per cut.
$32 per cut. Oh, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't quote me on that, but quote Bree. So, yeah, we just found out
the issue isn't
that
Netflix paid them too little. It's that MAPPA is paying their animators too little.
Nah, Bree, you have it a little backwards. It is the issue that Netflix paid them too little. So, like, yeah, MAPPA probably did some shiesty shit. I don't know. I'm not in the boardroom. But you know me, I don't really trust boardrooms when it comes to that. I'm like, you probably saved some money somehow. But Netflix underpaid MAPPA the studio themselves. And because of that, obviously, you know, the cost cutting is going to trickle down. Because MAPPA came out with a statement saying that they paid their people fairly
in accordance
based
with
off
budget?
of their budget. Exactly.
Okay, you say that, but I'm still not letting MAPPA off the hook because they're the one negotiating with this company that has the money. Netflix has the money. So Netflix and MAPPA, who I'll really blame for the creators not getting paid enough, because on one hand, Netflix made an agreement with a company that wouldn't give total and great payment to the people making the animation, and MAPPA agreed to a deal with Netflix that prevented them from paying their people well enough. Basically, it's the corporations not considering the individuals enough. So I won't let either of them off the hook.
Part of the dilemma is that production studios, when it comes to anime at least, don't really have that much negotiating power. If they say no to this project, somebody else will say yes. And that's a project they don't get now. Like, it's completely on Netflix, who has all the power in this negotiating room. So, even though I do agree they fucked up the negotiation, I don't think they have that much room to negotiate. It's like, yeah, oh, you not gonna do it? Well, guess what? Production IG gonna do it for this much. So, what's up, MAPPA?
I mean, considering the fact that it's Yasuke, I would have took the L.
Oof.
I would have took the L.
I'm not look
fine.
good.
You say they don't have negotiation power, but what are they doing building this building instead of first giving their people raises?
Well, that's the thing.
To
we
me,
don't know.
The building is kind of ruined because it feels more like a publicity stunt than expressly caring about the people who work under you. It's like, look, we care about them so much. We have this new shiny, pretty building that's going to be great to work in. Meanwhile, they're eating instant noodles 3 meals a day for months straight.
Well, okay, so wait, hold up. One thing, ladies and all right, so ladies and gentlemen, yes, due to the fact that MAPPA has been criticized for the work conditions, not to mention, we've all been kind of scratching our heads the fact that they were putting out product during the pandemic, and we've all seen the videos. We've all seen the creative director, the leader of the head creator of MAPPA, and how he looks like. This guy looks exhausted, and so does the team. But
homie was definitely hungry.
Yeah, he did. But we've done research, and they've actually from what I've seen, they did say that they have a brand new building, which is supposed to be a better working environment for their artists, right? But I haven't yet looked. I looked. I haven't found anywhere in the internet where they said that they gave their employees any form of raises. So it's like, I don't really care if
bonuses.
None of them are bonuses. So it's like, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if they just kept that a secret. I don't know. But if they didn't, I'll be damned if you got a water cooler on the 5th floor and I'm supposed to be excited about it when I need a check. Like, I don't give a fuck about the water cooler or the fresh muffins that y'all got in the fucking break room. I don't even eat muffins. Like, I don't care. Just give me more money. Like, I will still work in this raggedy ass desk if you gave me a bonus. I will come here respectfully happy if you gave me a fucking bonus. But like I said, this is we don't know, but we did look. So MAPPA, if you're looking, tell me, hit us up. Black Ramen wants to know. But go ahead, Derbs. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I've seen some of the photos of this new office, And all I see is like, yo, when I look at the new office, I'm like, yo, how bad was the fucking first office that this is an improvement? Because, yo, it's still in a fucking basement. It got like cardboard sides for their cubicles, which ain't even like all the way up. So I'm like, yo,
half a room.
Exactly, yo, they got that basement room. Yo, they got that basement room. You know where the windows are like all the way up at the top, and I'm like, yo, this is the improvement, I guess, but I don't know how bad it was before.
Not only that, I haven't heard or seen any notes committing to kind of treating or paying their workers better. Because it wasn't just that their pay for some of these recent projects was low. It was well below industry standards low. Like, I think I saw it was about $34 per cut, when other studios have paid top $150 per cut. But if the top is $150 and you're doing around $34 per cut, then can't you at least get it up to $50, $60? Make half of the top. So they're just, it's not enough. And then on top of that, if you look it up right now, there is kind of a animator crisis in Japan, because the conditions of being an animator in Japan are much worse than in China. So a bunch of new genius, good at their jobs, skilled. A lot of the skilled animators are hopping over to China, and not gonna lie, it shows. There's a lot of like good Chinese anime donghua coming out that we're gonna have to start paying more attention to.
Yo, some of these really animated movies they've been dropping, like all the Nezhas, like what?
They're good. So yeah,
damn
China
good.
Chinese animation and video games are now the it spots to be for animators, and Japan's having some trouble keeping talent.
And the messed up part is about this whole shit is that they know they're losing animators, to the point that even with their 10-year anniversary, MAPPA sat there and said, hey, are you an illustrator? Are you an artist? Join us. I'm like, God damn, on your 10-year anniversary, you trying to recruit
we have a new building. Look at how pretty your building is. You want to work here. Just don't talk to any of our current employees.
Yo, again, I have seen this. Yo, I don't know if there's like offices they didn't show everyone. I'm guessing, you know? But like the few offices I've seen, nah. Nah. This is not an improvement. Like,
and MAPPA is such a massive major studio, dropping all these heads. I feel like they would have like almost top of the industry stuff for like the names they're coming out with.
I mean,
and yeah,
I don't need you to have much.
They're not one of the top.
I don't need you to have much. I just need your office to look a bit like, yo, you put some money into this. Like right now, it doesn't. The bits I've seen, I don't know if I saw the wrong photos, but the photos I saw, I'm like, nah, you ain't putting no money into this. Nah, you failed.
Well, not to mention the fact that it's not like Bree just said that MAPPA should be having all the attention that MAPPA is getting right now. They should have more money. They should be accommodating these artists. But if you look at the list, which me and Derby have all night last night trying to figure out what's the top studios, and MAPPA's not one. It's in the top 10, but it's not the top. It's like number 7, number 8 in some of these lists.
Probably Ghibli's up there.
Not even Ghibli. Ghibli's not top.
Ghibli's below.
Ghibli's below. It's not even Ghibli.
It's below MAPPA. I mean, all of the lists. Yo, we could not find any like official lists. Like every list was on like these third-party websites like CBR and stuff. So we don't know, but it's in the top 10, but it's never like the very top.
Nah. And to be honest,
what is? Do you remember any names off the top of your head?
I know one of them said
I know KyoAni took up there once.
Okay. Yeah. KyoAni.
Right, and still, what is it? Ufotable?
Ufotable wasn't above MAPPA.
Yeah, it was above MAPPA. I
know Wit and Madhouse were definitely on the list as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which?
Okay, fine. I'll forgive them a little bit since they're not as huge and popular as I thought.
But that goes to show.
But still, it's a problem when people are coming out on social media who work there and saying, yeah, this isn't enough. This isn't good.
I mean, but you know what? It's kind of like magic to see how they are able to produce such beautiful anime, right, under these conditions. And I'm like, bro, like, not to hate on
If they had a proper office,
we would get top tier Akira work every fucking anime, every episode. Every
episode would be like, every episode would make me as mad as that goddamn Vivi episode where the piano looked too good.
Yeah. But
still mad at it.
This is not hate to MAPPA.
Ridiculous.
I'm just saying that we appreciate all the work that you put out. We appreciate every single person that was put onto every single project, every single pencil, pen, electronic pen, pad, iPad, every stitch of work that was done, music production, everything, because y'all definitely saved the pandemic for a lot of people that were waiting for certain titles that were pushed back, and y'all came and y'all was like, yo, fuck that. We got it. We don't need sleep. Who sleeps? We sleep when we're dead. This is not to hate on MAPPA. We right here, we love MAPPA. We love MAPPA. It's just that we're now coming to a realization of how really bad these artists are getting paid, and that this right here has to have a change.
It's not so much we love MAPPA. We definitely love the artists that MAPPA employ. Pay them better,
we
please.
love the works that come out.
Pay them better.
We just want to support the people who's doing this work.
Yo, if you gotta let them work from home so you don't gotta pay rent on the lease, do that. Alright? Pay them better. Stop it.
Well, side note, working from home definitely has the productivity level going high. So I'm just saying, studios, if y'all need y'all employees to work from home, there's nothing wrong with them working from home. People get shit done doing their work at home. I'm just saying. So shout out to all of y'all that are been able to improve on your mental health just by being home and working in your own pace and still getting shit done. Shout out to y'all, because y'all winners. Y'all winners.
Shout out to me.
Except for these two motherfuckers that I have to work with. Nah, not them. Not Bree, not Derby. No, because
we're dead to you.
Because why I have to get on the fucking musty ass.
No, she just mad because she had to swim today.
Nah, actually, I was
just
good.
mad because she had to swim today.
Actually, I was good. I was waiting for one of them niggas from the anime from Reman to come out with Speedos to carry me to the next fucking platform on the train. But obviously, that's not gonna happen because I'm in New York. But moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to talk about the 7 stages of MAPPA Studios 2021. So this was amazing to me. I loved it. So they called it Stage 2021, right? So it's like 7 titles that they talked about that they worked on this year and upcoming. Yeah, projects that are upcoming.
What they got?
So the first stage they were talking about Chainsaw Man. So they had the creator of Chainsaw Man, the mangaka, and I think they had the main voice actor. I'm not sure, but they did have a stage.
Amazing.
The trailer was amazing. The trailer didn't make any. First of all, why it gotta be that good? I don't understand that. You should have I sat there and literally told myself, for the next coming animes, Patricia, you gotta concentrate on not putting your expectations high. This shit right here, this trailer for Chainsaw Man, that shit went out the window. I said, fuck it. I was
like, well, MAPPA, you set the bar. This is your fault if I don't like this now. You set the bar at 10. Let's go.
The hair, the eyelash.
Guys, it should be so easy. It has the manga. Just follow the manga.
Oh God, Cloverworks.
Just take the still pictures, make them wiggle a little bit.
I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried about MAPPA going off the rails. I don't think they've done that before.
I mean,
that's fucking Cloverworks. All right, Cloverworks. If you fuck up Shadow House, like you fucked up Promised Neverland, I'd be so fucking pissed. I might fly to Japan. I might. All right, keyword.
Ooh, can't say that.
I said might. So that's an allegedly.
Just say you might write a strongly worded letter.
Okay, say that.
In Tokyo while having takoyaki. It's fine.
So the next stage, they had Jujutsu Kaisen movie that's supposed to come out 2022. Ooh. So they had the workers that were on that project.
Are they doing what Demon Slayer did?
Huh?
Isn't the movie the prequel?
Oh.
What?
I want to say the movie is the prequel arc, but I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not sure because...
Somebody please check me on that.
Just to let you know, guys, if you go on YouTube and you look up the MAPPA 10th anniversary 7 stages of 2021, it's not... There's no subtitles. None whatsoever. So listen. I had to look for another YouTuber that translated the shit. So I'm just going off by somebody else.
Nice.
So that's the best I could do. You would think MAPPA would be like, hey, let's put some subtitles. Since y'all put subtitles, are they the ones in charge of putting subtitles in these animes before they come here? So you could have put the subtitles on your anniversary shit? I don't know. Let me just let that go. So on the 3rd stage, they talked about Attack on Titan final season. So they came. What do you mean?
The final season already happened. That's why they called it final season. I remember.
This is final season part 2.
Thank you. Thank you, Bree. So if you guys don't know, when I say stages, I'm sorry, I should have clarified. What they do is for every they clear out, they have the stage, they have the first topic of discussion, which is the first project that they're working on, and then after that they do a Q&A, they leave. The next topic, like the first Chainsaw Man project, people who were working on that project came on stage. After that, they moved on. They had Jujutsu Kaisen, they had Attack on Titan, and the 4th stage was Zombieland. So they talked about Zombieland next season. And then the 5th stage was, I cannot pronounce this title, but it looks promising, is Deity Daddies in the Peaceful Generation. That's a series that's coming out.
You'll say that again 3 times fast. Go.
No, but then again, if you really want to know the title, check out our YouTube channel. Definitely look this up, and you would see the titles that are beautifully written out with the cover art, so you guys don't miss anything. So on our 6th stage, they talked about Reman, the project production, everything, and that's MAPPA. And then the last but not least, they did talk about their experiences doing Yasuke with LaShawn Thomas, which I definitely didn't give a fuck about. But anyway,
I'm so mad that's getting as much attention as it is. And season 2.
Oh god, a clothing line.
What? Oh, it doesn't. Whatever.
It is what it is. You know what?
Check out the Black Ramen podcast episode. LaShawn Thomas could never. I say everything I need to see.
Yeah, we've made our feelings clear.
We did, but I don't know. Something in me kind of like, I don't know. I was kind of pleased that they actually made a stage to talk about the experience of doing this project with LaShawn Thomas.
I guess, look, Patty. I guess it's nice that our mediocrity can rise to the top too.
For once,
you know what? I've seen. You know what? Fair. I've seen a lot of white mediocrity, so it's nice that some black mediocrity can make it to the top too. That's great. You know what? Fuck it. Equality.
The greatest sign of progress.
Okay.
That's just great. It's the greatest sign of progress. If we get a C student who becomes president, we did it. We made it.
Nigga, we made it. So with that being said, MAPPA also has a project that they're doing along with Madhouse, which is a collab, which I'm very excited for because those are my 2 favorite studios next to Ufotable and with, it used to be Cloverwork, but you know what the fuck you did with Promise Neverland, but we're not going to talk about that anymore. So MAPPA and Madhouse are actually doing a project together. They're producing...
Tacked Up Destiny.
What's it called?
Tacked Up Destiny.
Right. So they're doing that project and it looks fucking beautiful. I can't wait. I think is it a video game movie or something like
that? That's what gives me a little bit of pause. I think it's based off of a video game, but it's also a music anime, and therefore I'm kind of in. But it's a music battle anime, and therefore I'm kind of wary again. So I'm very stressed because it's kind of Hypnosis Mic.
If they don't do Hypnosis
video
Mic,
game, but it is classical music. It might be, but it's also MAPPA. Like I have so many mixed feelings about this.
And Madhouse.
I'm hoping it's as amazing.
I think it's gonna.
MAPPA and Madhouse. My bad.
I think it's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be okay. But it looks beautiful. It looks amazing. It looks amazing.
Stressed.
It looks.
Yeah, it does look good, but I'm stressed.
I mean, let's see. Let's see what happens. So with that being said, I just wanted to ask you guys a question.
Hit me.
Aside from what we just figured out on what MAPPA is doing with their team and trying to have better working conditions and stuff, what else do you think is needed for their employees? And for matter of fact, not their employees, but all employees for major studios. What do you think is essential for them to have, for them to put out great product?
Yo, better pay and vacation days. Like,
I was like, vacation days and health benefits.
Yeah, it's what's needed in like every industry. It's just better pay, vacation days. Like, yo, no one's gonna complain about their work conditions that much if they're paid enough for those work conditions. Like, yo, you want me to work 80-hour weeks? You pay me enough to work 80-hour weeks, I will get over it. And if you give me a few days off, a few extra days off on top, doubly I'll get over it. And I'll still continue to put out the bestest of work. Because guess what? You ask me for 80 hours of work right now, and it's like, fuck, I'll do it because I have to live. But I'm just going to give you whatever. Because I'm tired. Alright? I'm sleepy. Here's your shit. Don't fire me. I'll see you next week.
Imagine if Attack on Titan was a product of employees being tired and sleepy. Imagine if they weren't tired.
But it is, though. Don't need to imagine. That's what it is. Like, like their amazing work would be like double.
No, like, what I'm saying is imagine the type of productivity, imagine the type of work would come out if they were well paid, fully rested. If this is MAPPA, like, you know what I'm saying? Like this right here. Yeah. I'm not saying that Attack on Titan, I think Attack on Titan was beautiful. The fact that, ladies and gentlemen, if you did not know this, Attack on Titan final season part 1 was done by MAPPA, but the previous season wasn't done by MAPPA. So MAPPA had to make sure that you guys did not point that out, and had to definitely make sure that they had the same art style for the characters. Like, nothing looks, to be honest with you, I wouldn't have known they changed studios if MAPPA didn't come out and said yes, if there wasn't a big thing about it online, if I wasn't checking for it, because it looked great. It looks good. Like,
they're straight up artists, the artists at work.
That's right.
So that's amazing.
The competition to do Attack on Titan.
I might have to say something a little controversial. What I think the anime industry could use is just a pause or a slow down button. They don't need to come out with this many anime every season. Just because purely at this point, it's hard for us as consumers to even watch them all. So if they just lowered the quantity a little bit and really invested energy in the quality, oh my god, it would be amazing.
Yeah. I feel like with the amount of anime we're getting at this point, they can move to a tertiary system where they just drop 3 times a year. They just change it to like three times a season. Like, they do a trimester type system. Like, it doesn't have to be quarterly. You're good. Take a quarter off.
I think that's
just
great.
Everyone get a month off.
Yeah, that's a great. Yeah, I think they should start doing that. Not to mention, now we're not looking at animes that are like 50 or 75 episodes long. We're talking about each season. We're talking about 13, 25.
Yeah.
You know, like
imagine how good it would be if every anime fan just had a month or two every year where nothing new came out, and it's like, yo, this is the month. I need it. Catch up on everything.
I really wish summer anime just weren't a thing. I'm sorry, summer 2021, but give me these 2 or 3 months with nothing
only 2 or 3 months straight. Yo, she wallet. Nah, y'all don't get 3 months of vacation.
Okay, fine, 2 months.
No,
give me
you get
2
one.
Fine, give me
1
6
month
weeks.
of vacation.
Give me 6 weeks with
you get 4 weeks.
Listen, you could take. Listen,
4
you
weeks.
could take.
You get 4 weeks.
No. You could take as much weeks as you want. Me and Derby, we gonna be watching. You don't want to watch? That's up to you. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
right?
I'm just saying, I need time.
Yo, guess what? Stop doing things outside. How about that? out here camping.
One thing I would have to say that I think would definitely be an improvement for the studio to improve their work environment. I know they don't do this in Japan, so I'm not going to say union because they don't do that.
They do.
They do unions in Japan?
I think they have unions.
Unions in Japan?
Do what now?
Unionize.
I have no idea.
Well, mangakas aren't unionized, and I'm damn sure know that the studios ain't going to be unionized. Are they unionizing in the studios? Like, is these studios, do they have unions?
I doubt it. I highly doubt you'd have a union that lets you sleep at work.
So, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, don't quote me on that. I will definitely do my research and come back to you. But aside from that, I would definitely, just to get the workload off, I feel like if they had the mangakas on board to help them with character design and storyboards, I think the project would move a lot smoother, right? Because if you have the mangaka on staff and y'all stumble upon a particular arc and you have but 3 more frames to put this in, knowing that this needs more than 3 frames, that mangaka will be like, all right, cool. If you don't have enough frames to actually execute the end of this arc, I got you. I'm gonna tell you which frames that you can use that will tell the rest of this arc story, and everybody will understand it without taking up more time, and we can still stay on schedule. I feel like that would be executed well if the mangaka was on board. Not to mention, I'm a little biased because I think mangakas should always be on board when their manga is being picked up to be transformed into an anime. That's just me. But I feel like the workload would be a lot. Will be distributed evenly.
Look at that. We have a 4th member.
Ignore that.
Because I was spitting facts. That's why. He's like, you know what? That's Patty. That's Auntie Patty talking. She's spitting facts. He's like, let me see this. But yeah, I think but this is, I mean, some progress is better than no progress. So I'm glad that MAPPA is heading in the right direction. Even if they're doing it for publicity, as Bree mentioned it. Yeah, we all need to see more in the office, but you know
that's what will decide it for you.
But even
what do you need in their office to make it acceptable?
Yo, I need some upstairs offices for one. I need some offices where the cubicle goes all the way up to the top. Not even all the way to the top, but higher than me like this, crunched over. Because right now it's like half a foot above, a foot maybe above their pens and pencils. Nah, a little higher. Give them some semblance of privacy. That's all. And windows, not the tiny basement windows right at the top of the ceiling. Full windows where they could just take a break and just stare outside and go, "That's nice." I
don't think they should do that. Not the windows. I think.
Worried about suicides?
Yes, I am.
Nah, she wants chains on the desk.
No.
Lock them in to make sure they're working.
Nah. I'm Derby's right. I'm worried about suicide. I'm definitely worried about suicide.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, I know they have that fucking game show coming out with manga artists, and I'm worried about suicides for that.
Yeah, I am too. The
your best.
What's the name of that show?
Your favorite fucking mangaka. Your favorite mangaka telling you your art is trash. I don't think you're gonna make it.
I don't give a fuck if Oda's not there, then it's not what you just did. Chainsaw Man, nigga, suck my dick. Listen, if you only got one, I don't really care. But anyway, not to shade on Chainsaw Man, it's a good manga, but like I said, if it's not Oda, I don't really want to hear what you got to tell me. Sorry. So, ladies and gentlemen, moving forward, we have a new segment to present to you. It's called Ask Black Ramen. So, right now, we're letting you know that you can send us emails on blackramenpodcast@gmail.com and ask us any question related to anime, nerd stuff, whatever. You can ask us and we will read them on the show and shout you out, say, hey, what's up? So, to get things rolling, we actually have our first question of Ask Black Ramen. Yay!
Yeah.
So
answer these questions.
Actually, this is not from our email. This is actually from our DMs, and I really thought this was a good question to ask. So shout out to, what is it? Toad is the Toad Sage, right? That's his name. So I'm assuming it's a him. So let me go ahead and read. Usually I like when Bree reads, but I don't know if Bree has this pulled up because I like the way she sounds.
I can read it.
Okay, so
let me pull this
I
up.
Pull it up. Everyone stare at the dog. Just stare at the dog.
And he'll get shy.
And if you're listening, just believe that there's a dog in front of you. Or better yet, just go on YouTube and check us out, and then you can see the dog.
Yes.
Bree, move your hand so they can see the dog. We're fully whoring out.
Okay, I got it.
All right.
So this is from our man, the Toad Sage.
No, read the whole thing. Read the whole thing.
Hot topic. Or do you want me to just read all of it?
Read all of it. Yeah.
Hey guys, they love the podcast because we're that great. Thank you. Of course you have the toxic fans, or the power scaling fans, or even worse, the Goku stans that shout, but can he? You know, the bar. Anyways, I realized that there are a lot of people that think the big three shonen are Naruto, Bleach, and Dragon Ball, or Naruto, One Piece, and Dragon Ball. You know it's One Piece, stop. And they refuse to understand the big three were crowned based off of manga sales and popularity, not based on the anime. And they've heard most of this in the early 2000s. So they're pretty much asking, what are our thoughts on the idea of the big three? Any misunderstandings about it, or what is the deal with the big three itself? And actually, I don't think the big three are based off of manga sales, like our man the Tonen is saying. I'm pretty sure it's anime, and not just only anime based, specifically American/Western audience anime fans. Because the focus of that were what were the main anime that all of us knew about when we were younger, the things we saw on TV, maybe on Toonami. And that's how you get Naruto, Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Bleach as the big three with a question mark. So first of all, I want to say we all agree that Dragon Ball isn't technically big three because it's actually too old.
Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. It's pretty much the grandfather to all anime at this point. Not all anime, but like the big three anime at least. It's
the modern shonen as we know it.
Exactly. It is their grandpappy. As far as like the big three and like numbers, I don't know if it was sales. I feel like it was definitely popularity and word of mouth more than anything. Just how much they did for the brand. Just like how many new people they brought in. Like there is not a big three anime that isn't somebody's first. You know? Like they just did so much to like blow up what the anime community is as it is now. And I know a lot of people want to bring up like what's a new big three, and I don't know if we'll ever have another big three.
Yeah, because the thing about the big three is it was one of the first times in the early 2000s that people would watching these animated shows and recognizing it as anime. Because there were big shows before the big three. Look at Pokemon. It's this massive franchise even now. You had Digimon, you have Yu-Gi-Oh! These relatively popular ones that even now still have a bit of popularity, have merchandise sales. But they weren't considered the big three because people didn't recognize them and associate them with anime. So the big three, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, was really intro three, you could call it. People are looking at it, realizing this is something different. They were the gateway drugs that brought people in. So it's not necessarily statistic, it's just cultural knowledge.
Yeah, there's been shows, anime and manga that have come close at this point. You know, like your Demon Slayers, your Jujutsu Kaisens, but I don't know if they'll hold as long as the big three did. Like, the big three will be talked about till the day I die. Like I can.
You can see people who don't know Jujutsu Kaisen, but even non-anime fans know Dragon Ball. My mother knows Naruto.
Like, yo, we shit on, like, people shit on Bleach a lot, but, like, yo, people know what Bleach is. Like, always. Like, you've seen, the big three are shows you've seen 0 episodes of, and you still kind of know the plot.
And can recognize character names for no reason. And if you see someone cosplaying him, you know, oh yeah, that's Bleach.
Exactly. Like, the big three just went beyond what you would... Like, it went beyond just anime fans. It went to the normies, as we have taken to calling them. They know who they are.
Yep. And I think that's not just the credit for the anime, because there are better anime than the big three, better manga. But it was the time period that made the big three. That was the big shifting point that got us where we are now, where anime is practically mainstreamed. You went from, like, a tiny, tiny aisle at Blockbuster that had a bunch of weird shows in Japanese, to this where as soon as you turn on Netflix, Hulu, these giant streaming platforms, there are entire sections dedicated to it.
Patty, thoughts?
So here's my thing, right? I pretty much feel like the big three, when it comes to manga sales, I think that had to be, if Japan had the big three, that would be based on manga sales over there. Because remember, during the 2000s, I think at that time, mangas weren't as accessible as they are now. Because there were some Barnes and Nobles that didn't have them. And some comic book stores weren't carrying manga to that capacity for you to have issues on top of issues. Stuff like that wasn't in high demand. Like Derby says, I feel like the big three is what converted you. Big three is the shows that were beyond 25 episodes. The big three was something that was relevant after season 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So I think for us, the big three would have to be what turned people out. But it would have to be, and the reason is those shows in particular is because they had the longevity, right? These shows are being talked about now after what, 20 years, right?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I don't even know if Jujutsu Kaisen or Demon Slayer would have that type of longevity for us to be like, yeah, that's the new big three. Number one, I don't consider us having a new big three. If you're not surpassing certain episodes and still being relevant, no. And I'm not talking about Black Clover. I'm talking about still ongoing, where, you know, the stories are still relevant. Don't give me Boruto. I don't want that. Or I don't want nah. I'm talking about longevity. I'm talking about One Piece, right? I'm talking about Naruto, right? Without the Boruto.
I can't even say, though, it's based only on longevity. I don't think it's possible to have another big three.
No.
Just because anime is so saturated.
Right.
There are so much to watch. There's so many other shows. You can never point to this one. Like, those big three back in the day, those were some of the few. There was only a few to choose from, so everyone was watching the same thing and know the same thing. But now I don't feel like we can all collect around those singular 1, 2, or 3 series just because there's so many. So I don't think the phenomenon of having a big three can ever reoccur, no matter how much something might have temporarily been popular or hyped up.
Well, like, in my opinion, I feel like for it to be part of the big three, you have to surpass at least, like, My Hero. If there would ever be a big three, and I'm not a big My Hero fan, I would consider My Hero to be one of those, because My Hero will always be talked about. Always be talked about. No matter if it's continuing in that season, if there's new titles, My Hero will be talked about. Story is good.
It's a contender.
All right, yeah, I would say it's a contender. It's a contender. But I
Do you
feel
think
like
it really boils down to the numbers? How long it's been going and how much viewership it still has?
Let me ask you something,
I still consider
Patty.
the cultural theory a cultural phenomenon more than a statistic. They had this many readers, this many numbers.
But Patty, like, how many people are really talking about My Hero right now? Like, it
I mean, I'm on Clubhouse
with all the shows that are out right now. Like, I'm sure some, but it's not to the same. Like Bree said, like, they benefited massively from the fact that they were pretty much the main shows to watch at those times.
Right, there weren't that many options.
Yeah, you get like 12, 15, 20 shows a year. Like, yeah, these are gonna rise to the top. The ones that are clearly the best of the best.
And on mainstream platforms to see. They were on TV. Exactly. Online streaming wasn't really big early 2000s.
Right? Like, right now, like, they're just not going to compete the same way. Because it's like, yo, cool, you came out. But, like, 5 other amazing shows came out this season with you. And people's attention is divided. Not only that, now that we have multiple options, people are branching out from just shonen and all of its hype. Because the big 3 were all shonen. Like, people are branching out and going, yo, I could watch this romance instead. I'm going to do that. Because that's more what I'm about. Yo, I could watch this mystery thriller instead. Because that's what I'm about. You didn't really have that option when the big 3 came out. When the big 3 came out, you was watching the big 3. These were the shows you had to watch to be a part of any conversation. Now it's like, yo, you ain't see My Hero? That's cool. Did you see Babylon? Yo, did you see Odd Taxi? Let's talk. Like, there's so many options now that I don't think a big 3 can ever compete again. Like,
it can't gather enough of the following. Even if it turns a lot of people out, I still don't know if it would be considered a new big 3.
Maybe we could get a Big 10?
Big 10.
Hey, Dragon Ball Z, then there were 3, and then now there's 10. Yo, let's go with a Big 10. We could do that.
But what does it mean to be put on the list?
I don't know. You're the top 10 shows for like the next 10 years.
So, viewership numbers, manga sales, cultural awareness. If I ask your grandmama, does she know it? Are people,
I think cultural awareness. Like, you see a meme, even if you've never seen the show, you know what the fuck it's about.
Right. Everyone knows what a Naruto run is, even if you've never seen Naruto.
Just like Fast and the Furious right now. Everyone sees the family memes, and we all know what the fuck is happening, even if you've seen 0 of the movies.
Yeah. But I hope that addressed your question or topic, Mr. Toad. And if anyone else has questions for us, shoot, we love to talk.
Mr. Toad.
Okay, so thank you, Toad.
Monsieur Toad.
We appreciate that. So, like I said before, anybody who wants to send your questions to Ask Black Ramen, don't forget subject, title, Ask Black Ramen, because if it's not there, I'm going to spam it. So, yeah, it's Gmail. So it's blackramen@gmail.com. It should be in our link tree, and the only way for you to get to our link tree is definitely follow us on Instagram. So don't be a stranger to us on Instagram. Follow us. We would love to do more of these Ask Black Ramen. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on Spotify. Don't forget to check out our playlist, our anime playlist called Black Ramen Anime Tunes. And any final words, guys?
Nope.
Yo, MAPPA,
prepare for the season and catch up on the last season.
All right, MAPPA, pay your people and give them better offices. Bullshit. Or let them work from home. Both options work. And one option costs you less money. So, there.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are out. Thank you. Have a good week.
Peace.